What's going on, everybody? Let's get into this real quick. Thanks for checking me out. Thanks for stopping by. But a senseless, tragic event, Eastern Shore, Maryland. We're not going to hear our CNNs, MSNBCs, the President Joe Biden. We're not going to hear it from them. So I'm going to say it on my platform, man. Wicomico County Sheriff Deputy gunned down. Chasing a suspect, gunned down. But I'm not going to do too much talking. I'm going to give a little commentary afterward. But this is a senseless, tragic event. Where's Al Sharpton and Benjamin Crump and Patrice Cullors for this young black man that lost his life? But it ain't even about race in all reality. But that's what the left want to make it be about. Man, you know what? Let me stop talking. WJZ 13, roll this clip.
Story we're following at 11 o'clock, heartbreak on the Eastern Shore. A community there left shattered after a Wicomico County deputy is killed in the line of duty. And investigators say that suspect, a 20-year-old fugitive. There was a visual tonight right at Purdue Stadium, and WJZ was there as people paid their respects. One of the speakers did include the deputy's wife. And Christina Mendez live at 11 o'clock with much more on what was certainly an emotional evening. Christina.
Rick, listen, people who knew the deputy say that his job was his purpose, but of course, his death comes with a lot of hurt. His 16-year-old daughter did speak today, and she says that it's emotional thinking that some nights she'd wait up late for her father just to say goodnight after working a long shift.
The only reason why I am able to function is because I know he died doing what he loved.
This came in the form of protecting and serving the Wicomico County community for Deputy Glenn Hilliard. Less than 24 hours after Tyshika Hilliard lost her husband in a shooting, the mother of three stood before a crowd of people at Purdue Stadium in Salisbury, thanking them for their support.
It gives me strength, knowing that what he did mattered.
The vigil brought people from all over to pay their respects to the 16-year law enforcement veteran with candles, flags, and comforting embraces.
He was a jokester. He liked to cut up and carry on, but he was 100% for the profession, and he lived and breathed the badge.
1 week before Deputy Hilliard would have celebrated his 42nd birthday, a fugitive is accused of shooting him, then led law enforcement on a manhunt before being caught.
We will protect this family till death do us part.
While the sadness that comes with Deputy Hilliard's death ripples through the Eastern Shore, neighbors offer support to the loved ones left behind.
Take it one day at a time, say a prayer. You got a lot of people behind you that's pulling for you and praying for you, and God will see you through it.
The 20-year-old suspect remains in a detention center without bond. He does face several charges. I'm reporting live at 11 tonight. I'm Christina Mendez for WJZ.
There you have it. First class Deputy Sheriff Glenn Hilliard gunned down. The wife said he died doing what he loved doing. But let me iron out a couple issues that I have with our justice system, because this 20-year-old should have been locked up, and this could have all been preventable if we stop being lenient with these crimes. If the book says sentence, this is the sentence. Stick with what's on the books. Don't suspend a 3-year sentence in 2019 and have him instead do 3 years of probation for a armed robbery. You know what? I'm not even gonna do much talking on that issue. In this one, I'm gonna have WBA LTV say his background and say why this could have all been prevented. Roll the film.
Davison waived his right to a bail review. He will remain locked up on a no bond status. His public defender petitioned the court to draw blood from his client, to find out whether he was on drugs at the time of the shooting and to determine his state of mind. Davison has a lengthy criminal history and has avoided jail time. The I-Team uncovered a court record indicating 20-year-old Austin Davison avoided jail time in Worcester County just months before his deadly encounter with Wicomico Sheriff Deputy Glenn Hilliard on Sunday. Davison, who had been on probation for armed robbery, pleaded guilty February 11th to marijuana possession. Using drugs is a parole violation. The Worcester County judge sentenced him to 6 months, all but 1 day suspended. Had he been given the full sentence, he would have been in jail on the day he encountered Hilliard. During Monday's news conference about the case, Sheriff Mike Lewis lashed out at the criminal justice system in Baltimore City, specifically referencing a 2019 case when Davison was convicted in the armed robbery of a fast food restaurant.
He got a 3-year suspended sentence and then got probation before judgment. Had he still been incarcerated where he belonged, our deputy would still be with us here today.
Court records indicate Davidson, 17 at the time and in foster care, leaned into the drive-through window with a black handgun. He removed the cash drawer containing more than $1,000. Davison was a former employee there. When asked by co-workers why he did it, Davison said, "Because I can." The city state's attorney's office issued a statement. In this case, the prosecutor secured a conviction and made a sentence recommendation of jail time. The court imposed a sentence of probation before judgment. A preliminary hearing date is set for June 30th. However, Wicomico County State's Attorney's Office says they'll be seeking a grand jury indictment. Reporting from District Court in Salisbury, David Collins, WBAL TV 11 News.
So yeah, this dude should have been locked up, man. I don't know what our justice system doing in Maryland. I don't know what they got going on. But remind you, these are our supposedly local leaders and local elected officials that goes on with the leniency on criminals. So we got to pay attention to our local leaders and officials. That's what hurts us the worst first before anything national, on a national level. So that's first, number one. This was a 16-year veteran, almost 42 years old. Young man lost his life, young brother. Suspect, 20-year-old white male. But let the roles be reversed, let the races be reversed, and we already know what will be going on right now. It's a tragic event. It's not even about race, but I'm bringing it up because that's what the left like to lay their head on that night. And I'm just trying to shed light to this senseless, tragic event that could have been avoided if we pay attention to our local leaders and officials, keep them honest and on their toes on their job. This is what it's really about. Prosecuting the criminals no matter their background, their race. A criminal is a criminal no matter their skin color. That's what it's about. Man, I could ramble on and on and on, man. But it starts with the local, and then it's the national. Let's worry about our local, our own city and state before we want to get on, all this president nonsense. Because stuff like this could have been prevented, man. Rest in peace, First Deputy Class Glenn Hilliard. Man, I gotta run, man. This stuff pissing me off.